army. You're one. I loved it. So I got into the Minecraft server, right? It's David's Minecraft server. His wife Shioti is in it as well. So they're the king and queen. And when I showed up, Dan was the only peasant, David's brother. But David was busy helping Shioti, so I went over to Dan, and Dan gave me a bunch of like pickaxes because I like just mining things. So in that moment, Dan became a feudal lord, and I am now the one peasant.
Just by default.
Just by default,
That's
I am now the
fabulous.
single peasant in our kingdom, and I'm quite content about it.
Love that, dude.
Just live to mine.
I just live to mine.
You
I
get
found
one
some.
day, right?
Yeah, I get a ration of fish a day.
That's not enough if you're mining all day, man. You need more than that.
I do have a bed next to the king. That is nice. That's a perk of my office.
Hell yeah. We are streaming, by the way. I just figured I'd start it.
Well, I'm not.
Dude, boo.
I saw on Netflix that there's a Dynasty Warriors movie, and it concerns me that I had never heard about it. It truly means that it's probably not a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, a game franchise that I know Werfel absolutely loves, but I've never heard him say a word about it. Concerning.
Oh, God.
Okay. This one actually goes. Freak out. Great. Curiosity is sailing down the coast. I assume they're gonna follow the coast. Or are we going? There was something you learned.
We learned
the
this.
It's not like right. It's not like right here. There's like a massive crater from some meteor strike from the far past.
Yeah,
That
the
way.
area that someone was like, let's take the Marianas Trench and just multiply by 10.
Yeah.
Put stuff in there.
Yes.
One of the gods just scooped out the earth and was like, I'm going to be taking this. They don't need it.
So we'll just go straight across that, right? Because it's that deep anyway.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I mean, you won't get the boat. You won't scrape the bottom of the boat on anything. That's for sure.
I would hope not. If we end up scraping the boat while we're there, there's a problem.
Old Solnar. I mean, I will do the classic. Any last things people have thought of that they want to do before?
I think I got all the material components I needed.
Let me check real quick.
Nick wants to pretend that he's Bradley and make my battlefields a mess.
Let me, since I picked up a new spell, let me make sure that's not anything I need. Okay.
Mad Daddy's got a Tesla to the playlist.
All right. Well, a day on boat, ship time. Maybe I'll. No, I'll only switch to the ship if something occurs. Day one's fine because you're in the middle of Solnar territory. Ain't no problems. Trade's back. Solnar. There you see some like ships sailing to and from Solnar. See them out in the distance and whatnot. Nothing of true note, I think. We ended sailing away. Nick, you were doing something like it up in the crow's nest at the end of last game. Do you remember what it was? Maybe it was just you spinning around your golden sunflower.
Yeah, that's all it was.
He was just playing with the
I was playing
sunflower.
with my new sunflower.
Okay. Hey, did we get Clarny gear?
Not
Carney?
Not magic gear.
Not magic gear?
We just gave him like the basic stuff. Because
Cool.
everyone had like a little extra stuff.
Yeah, everybody just had something to hand over.
Could we-
Perfect.
Yep.
Could he use magic gear from like somebody that's not here?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, he's got a breastplate, a shield, and a long sword. That's all he got. That's good. I mean, that's fine.
There you go.
I mean, that breastplate is normal person size, so that's like he's like a toddler in dad's
I
clothes
do.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, he's
do
wearing
love
that
it.
breastplate.
Like that's just full body armor for him, like
I
head
do
to
love
toe, completely covered.
Right. You remember? I want a random table. Give me a second. I'm a man. I'm a man who wants a random table.
Our party's just going to be like the inanimate object party because we have a golem that's just going to like Jesus run across the water at people. If someone doesn't look close enough, they're just going to see a breastplate running at them.
Is that a floating breastplate?
Ah!
Okay. Day 2. Craig, roll me a d20.
Hey. 4.
As you guys are sailing along the coastline, about middle of the day, the boat is caught in a bunch of seaweed. And the seaweed is like pulling on the boat and drags it to a halt.
Why are we stopping?
Something's got the boat.
Weed stopped the boat.
And he peers over the side of the boat and says, "Wow, that's a lot of seaweed." Someone give me a rope.
Careful.
Congrats.
Are we sure it's actually seaweed? I'm gonna hop down there and lean over the edge and look at it.
I mean, Craig, you have stupid high passive perception. You see the Sahuagin just like being like, gotcha,
It's not seaweed.
gotcha, gotcha, bitch.
Ah, it's not seaweed.
It is seaweed. There is a shitload of seaweed down there. That did actually happen. Your boat is stuck on seaweed, probably magically made, and a bunch of like Sahuagin. They're like large fish people.
Okay.
Not the. So Sahuagin are like bipedal with tails and fish faces.
How you spell it?
Sahuagin. I'll make a model here in a second.
Are they kind of like murlocs, but bigger?
No,
Yeah.
They're like fish people orcs.
yeah, fish people orc
Yeah.
is a good example. But yeah, just one of them sort of like you see their face in the seaweed as they kind of just like grab you by the ankle. Yeah, like, gotcha.
I'm guessing we're rolling initiative. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, pull up the Underdark.
Fair enough.
This is all going to be all of their voices now. They're all going to be like evil cartoon guys. Or Waluigi.
See?
I'm a fish person.
Mamas,
Babies,
mamas.
mamas. I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson. Ooh, I am for eels. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I am in 1,000 fish. I'm 1,000 fish and not a guy. I am 1,000 fish and not a guy. I need games. Workshop. I need models. Probably medium NPCs. I would hazard a guess.
Yeah, probably.
I am for real. See, if this wasn't here, we'd just be sitting here in silence. Instead, we're bopping. It did make me happy this week. Every once in a while, when I'd look into the Aroni server and see people chilling with the Hydra bot in with them, and I was like, "This was good. This was a good decision I made."
I made a good choice.
I love Outcast. Rose is such a good song. And you know what? I'm putting that in.
I got to see Big Boy at like a crazy, awesome private club concert years ago in Houston, and we didn't know it was going to be Big Boy. It was like a special event thing, and yeah, he came out. It was like, oh my god, yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Right. Craig is hanging off the side, is getting got. Conversion. Well, he thinks he's getting got. This guy thinks...
I got him, guys!
Got him! And Craig just sort of like pulls his leg up and it's like, no. Clarny is at the boat wheel. I'm gonna put Conversion and Narvos at the same place, looking over the edge. Eddie's up here. Velran's up here. I assume that Eddie just hangs out at all times with a bird echo, just like kicking around.
Yes, that is. There's always one following Eddie, just leaning up against a wall or something, just chilling. People who don't know that Eddie's an Echo Knight thinks he has like a weird loner bird friend.
Yeah, it's like prison times. Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Right. I mean, I'm still going to roll a 20 plus 8. Oh, that's right. Is it different now? It's /R. 20 plus 8. No? What am I doing wrong here?
That should have worked.
It just doesn't like you, I guess.
Okay. Maybe it was a 20. A roll against the 20. He's doing more of a shove or a pull action than like a grapple. He's just trying to pull you into the water. Athletics or acrobatics? Beat the 20. All right, yeah, the hand slips right through. Does have a second attack, so he's just going to come up with his spear and go to stick you. I got dice kicking around here somewhere. Give me 1 second. Seriously.
You understand. Try so hard to be your man, the kind of man you want in the end. Only can I live again? An empty shell I used to be. The shadow all my life was hanging over me. Broken man that I don't know. Won't even stand, I never stand to be my soul. Why would you walk chasing?
Who is this?
Oh, this is what's they're called. Main skin.
You know who it sounds like?
Who?
Okay, I went and got my
Sounds like
physical math
live.
rocks.
Like live?
Yes.
I could hear that. These guys are Italian, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, 1 attack to hit. Roll a 2. So the spear just kind of like hits the boat. He chips the paint, Craig.
Mm.
Very-
Chips the paint.
We just got it painted.
Yeah, you did. This is like a kind of new boat, kind of. Couple months old.
You guys have nothing better to do than that. Harass us all day? What the heck?
I always thought it was a black stain, but I like the idea of it being a paint.
I'm begging you, put your loving hand out. I'm begging
This one's going to try and
put your loving hand out.
yank conversion.
Get a root for that.
19. So same, sort of like it's the same sort of pull shove check conversion. So beat a 19 with athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
This is actually a radio song, Chad. I know you don't listen to the radio much.
Yeah, I haven't listened to the radio.
Isn't that nuts, though?
Yeah,
That's
so
good.
you're fine.
Okay.
This fish guy grabs you by the front of your I think you're wearing full plate, right?
Mhm.
Tries to like pull you into the ocean, and just sort of like you just hold your ground so he doesn't move. So he uses the momentum of him coming back and tries to shove his dagger into your throat.
Oof.
So decent. That's a 25 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
What's your AC conversion?
22.
22. Yeah, no, it doesn't actually hit.
What?
My wings.
He's gonna put his wings
Oh, I love that.
in the way. Sure. It doesn't make sense the way I was imagining it, but it's fine. It's going to work. Your wings sort of like pre-tensile go around his arm to block the sort of like neck shot that he was about to stab into.
I just shove the wings in his face and tickle his nose, and so he misses.
The rest of them are going to. This guy's going to toss a net on Velran. He misses. That guy's going to swing without any help. That guy's going to swing without any. He sucks. That guy sucks. This guy hits twice. This guy misses with both of his attacks. This guy's going to hop up and do the same thing to Eddie. Eddie, you need to make me. It's pointless for me to ask this check of you. It's a 13 strength check. I think you can beat that baseline.
It's just athletics, right?
Athletics, yeah.
Yeah, I have plus 17.
Yeah, so you just don't move as well. These guys, First round of con, they rolled really well. I rolled a natural 20 on their initiative. So I'm just having them all go at once. They like successfully ambushed you, you know?
Yeah.
You're all fucking buff and won't fall for it.
It's the wrong shit for them to attempt.
It's
this,
the wrong.
you know?
I think this guy's gonna hop up and see. Watch this one fail to get Eddie. Watch this one fail to get Conversion, and watch this one fail to get Craig, and go. Nope.
No.
Splash.
The one this guy trying to grab doesn't make any sounds. I'm imagining kind of a.
This
So
he
they
is
are
gonna try.
Murlocs.
He is gonna. I rolled a fucking natural 1 to try and stab Eddie. These guys suck.
These are like the Keystone Cops.
This guy did manage to stab Velran twice with his trident, though. So the Velran does get stuck.
The wrong boat, fool.
Velran takes 10 plus 12, 22 points of piercing damage. Shink, shink. Which, let's all be honest here, if you were not this high of a level, would be a deadly thing to
Oh
hear.
yeah.
We're like,
Yeah, if we were like
okay.
second or third level, that would probably drop.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Velran would be dead. But and
Probably
like
not.
even up to like 7 or 8, you'd hear 22 in a single round of damage. You'd be like, we got to kill these guys quick or get out of here because we can't do this. But these guys don't know what they're in for. What do you want to do, Narvos?
Let's see. So he's in with melee. That's gonna make spellcasting fun.
He's got a dagger. He has a trident in his hand in the model, but this guy I say has a dagger.
Cool.
Do.
I'm gonna do a twinned spell. Let me make sure I can do it before I say that. Yeah. Okay. There it is. Twinned Dissonant Whisper on the guy directly in front of me, and then can I see the dude that's down with Craig?
Sure.
Okay. Both of those.
I turned to stone. When you were gone, I turned to stone.
Wisdom 22.
Fail. Both of them fail.
Both fail. Dope. That's what I like to hear. First failure is going to take dice roll. 19 psychic. And
No, it's the same dice roll. When you twin spells, it's the same spell. You don't.
Okay.
roll two dice.
19 psychic for both then.
Okay.
And they run away.
And we get attacks of opportunity.
I still hate that.
Me too. As a DM, as a
I
player,
still-
love
I
it.
still think that's bad. Still don't like that.
There's no way I had a weapon pulled,
No.
so I'm gonna punch. Do I have to use my strength for that?
Yep.
Yeah, I figured as much, right? And am I proficient? No.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah?
everybody's proficient in their fists.
Well, then I got a 19.
That hits. You deal
So-
1 plus your strength.
My strength is 0,
So 1.
but flies.
It is not considered a weapon attack. Sorry.
Okay.
You can thank Bradley for trying to do fist paladins bullshit.
Right. Yeah.
So I had
Paladin
to
fisting.
learn, I had to learn the rules.
They're not considered melee weapons.
So they swim away. And Craig, what I'll tell you as they start to swim away, you notice as the seaweed pulls apart, there were probably half a dozen great white sharks swimming in the water below.
Oh, that they were like in control of?
Yeah,
Oh.
they grab onto them and they begin to swim, pull away.
Wow.
Yeah, no, if I had gotten you in the water, I would have absolutely eaten
Torn
the
to
fuck
bits,
out of you.
yeah.
Yeah, I would have had 6 sharks just like
Nuts.
pull on the land.
Nom.
That's scary.
Shark telepathy. The Sahagin can magically command any shark within 120 feet of it.
That's pretty fun.
So, I wanted to get one of you in the water. It's so fucking bad. So
The
fucking
wrong guy
bad.
to grab.
Sorry.
That's why I tried to do it to literally all
Everyone,
of you.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So they fuck off. Like they're just gone. They
They're gone.
they have 40-foot move speed. So
I like to think Carney was just messing with levers the whole time. Like, why is the boat not moving?
Be like, yeah, he's like turned to the right,
yeah,
like, pulling levers and stuff.
Clarny, I'm
Like,
just gonna
what
have you.
commotion?
If it's okay with you, Clarny, we're just gonna have you be like, "Why is the boat not working?" And sort of like hit the wheel a couple times, and it begins to lurch forward.
We need more sails.
What are you guys doing?
Why is the boat not moving? I'm moored and speared. Make it move. Eddie,
You know what, Sean?
What?
I do 4 piercing damage because it says immediately after you hit a creature with an attack,
Oh, okay, nice.
which counts as magic, and I didn't know that. Right?
Sure, I don't know. Eddie, what you doing?
I'm going to grapple this thing. I'm just gonna stick my hand out, grab it by its neck.
Big ol' hug.
That
He rolled
is
a
it.
natural one.
Yeah. So I got him. All right. And
I'd
the
like to
bird
remind
echo.
you of the last fish person you held captive.
Sean, I will catch one of them. All right. One of them's they got juicy information in it. You just gotta squeeze it out. All right. So, but not this one. This one might die. All right.
One at
Yeah,
first
right.
attack, David, was grabbing him.
All right. Now I got advantage on these next 3 attacks.
You have
So-
4 attacks. Oh,
Well-
from Unleash Incarnation.
Yeah. So first one's a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Second one is a 17. Does that hit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then the last one is a 20. Dirty 20. Man, what shit rolls? Everything below 10. All right.
Yeah,
So-
those all hit.
3 hits. Let's roll some damage. So first one is 14.
Yep.
Second one is 14.
He's dead.
Oh, okay.
You did.
I want to use my savage attack and get advantage on the last one.
And just like
Last
you're
one's also
holding-
14.
So as the sushi begins to fall down into the ocean, you cut a third time, and you're just holding his head by his neck. The tongue rolls out.
I
You
say
keep-
disgusting, and I want to chuck the head at one of the ones in the water.
Okay, you just chuck him at him. Conversion.
I'm gonna step around Nargos and go up the stairs, and then try and shove the that one off the boat.
Okay.
Just basically just like grab him and toss.
Yeah, he rolled it.
Do a shove action. All right, and it's straight strength for me.
Yeah. No, it would be an athletics check.
Athletics. Happens to say. Dice roll. There we go. Oh, wow. 17.
Yeah, he's gone.
Sorry, 13. Sorry.
Oh,
Unless I get unless I get advantage.
you don't.
Okay. I was gonna say I don't think so. I think that's this part.
Yeah, actually, 13, because he's the one rolling. He doesn't. He stays. You go to shove him, and he just sort of like manages to catch himself on the railing.
grab him by the ass.
Give him another shove.
No, I've only got one.
Okay.
He just grabs his ass, Sean.
Belren?
He's gonna turn on the. He sees me step up behind that one, and it's like, yep, that's not a problem. So he's gonna like stab the guy in front of him,
Okay.
the one on the other side.
Fear when the war with William comes and the undead bear armies roll forth.
25.
Yeah, that guy's hit. Roll your damage. Key part of William's cavalry is the undead bear cavalry.
Hey, 8 points.
Alright, he's still standing.
All right. Next attack. 2 or 3. Okay, I only have one more. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. 16.
Hit?
Yeah.
That hits.
Come.
That's how big the golem is?
Yep.
7 points.
That's so tall.
Do we have like ballast in our ship that we're using? How's this thing just not sinking us?
It's not that tall.
By the square,
Well,
that's how tall
Yeah,
it
those
is.
squares, I guess.
It's. Let me.
This guy's dead.
Yes, Dad.
Ren runs him through. Craig, your turn.
I climb up, and fuck. I cast hold person on that guy.
He is a human. He is a humanoid. Not a monster. Not a monster.
Figured as much.
Rolled an 11.
All right, and then I just start climbing back up to the catwalk or the crow's nest.
Okay.
That's it.
And your turn. It's his turn. He rolls. He fails. Rolls 10. Narvos. Star Bastard.
Hi, that's me.
Do you want to kill him? He's just like paralyzed.
Yeah, I'll kill him.
Okay. How are you gonna kill him?
It is. Yeah, I would have.
Use an 8th level spell on it.
Yeah, I just
Go big. Go big.
be like, I'm gonna go big. 8th level spell of like fireball, just kill the ship.
Yeah.
No, not no, like disintegrate him. He's paralyzed.
That-
He
yeah.
failed all
Dr.
dex
Manhattan,
saves.
Yes, I'm going to do a disintegrate on him then. Yeah. 16d6 plus 40. Standby. I guess D&D doesn't want, they don't want me using that because they just have a dice sitting on top of the other one, so it won't actually give me the, oh no, 100.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
You beat me to it. Actual footage of this fish disappearing.
And just sprinkle the dust overboard.
Does it look so sad though?
Yeah, it does, because he's like frozen in place, and you just see the horror in his eyes as he like turns to the gray, and his body just fades away.
And Bon Jovi comes on.
He comes on. Whoa,
Gotta
whoa,
hold on.
whoa, whoa, whoa! You gotta hold on to what we've got.
Slowly disintegrates. So when I hit the chorus with halfway there, I'm halfway through disintegrating from the beat up.
Somebody say working on the docks.
Work on the dog.
I like to think Jelly's already trying to eat the dead one.
Yeah. Yeah, this one right here. The Jelly's just already like gnawing on it. It's the little song Gollum sings in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Soft and sweet, juicy meat. I want it raw and wriggling. What we got? Okay, that was today's adventure.
We'll see you guys
Day
next
moves
week.
Bye, everyone.
The day moves on.
Real tough fight.
Montage song.
Lipstick on a pear.
Killing crabs.
I swear. Oh, on a prayer. I gotta make a new underarc. No,
Got a new underarm.
overwrite.
You got to make that Kirby the storage unit.
It is the storage
It
unit.
is, yeah.
It is what it is. I was curious what I'd put in it.
A sea dragon and a cube.
And-
A loading
and
cube.
another ship. And another ship.
Oh, is that the ship of like that pirate that
Yeah.
we pissed off forever
Correct.
ago? And
Correct. That is exactly what this is.
I thought it was the cube of loading.
I feel like if he comes after us now, that's going to be a mistake on his end, but could be wrong.
I thought we already had like a one of the days Trevor wasn't here. You were like,
Nope.
No.
Because I'm waiting for Trevor to be here.
Trevor,
Yeah, that's
The
fair.
Trevor thing.
Oh, Brad's playing Civilization 5.
Yes, he is. Yes.
Flashback to the one time I played Civ 5 and made Poland a world superpower. They were still on sailing ships and I had ODSTs. It was great.
Yeah, but it's my favorite when I'm like rolling in with World War II or modern infantry, and they're still rocking like
Spears.
best crossbowmen.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So like,
Even
oh
when
no,
you
there's
get- If you get rifles early, you
Oh, yeah.
just run that shit.
you win.
In
It was
Civ
like,
love
oh
Civ.
no. It was
in Civ
great.
6, there's this one admiral and general that will, way before than you should be able to, give you corps and armies. So you have like in one spot double or triple the power. It's as if like 2 units are in one spot. I always give that to my artillery pieces
That's fair.
so that I
Oh.
essentially in one turn just blow up cities. I show up and I'm like, get rid of their walls. Send men in now.
Me and Trevor were playing a Civ that was very fun, and it was different. I forget what it was called.
Mm.
Six has
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
like-
of like unique modes.
Oh no, they have crossbowmen. Send an XCOM. I nuked a city state one time just because I kind of felt like it.
That's always what if you are in a domination game and you make it go for long enough, that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Me and my friend Sam glassed India at one point. And I watched him. I wasn't playing in this game. He was playing a solo game, and Greece had become the superpower of Europe because he was playing like a True Start Earth game. And so like Greece owned all of Northern Africa and Europe. And he glassed them, just nuked every city off the face of the planet.
Civilization Beyond Earth.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah,
one
that
really
one.
wasn't popular. That
I
one
know,
really
but
was.
if you get a good group of friends that want to play it, it's fucking fun, bro.
I think I own it.
Yeah, that's more of like a multiplayer game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like more multiplayer focused. It's kind of like
it's
I don't
about
say it's
trying
dumbed
to
down, but it's like easier to play.
Yeah.
it's about
Kind
trying to
of,
take
yeah.
over a new planet.
I played it for 18 minutes. Last played in 2015.
Still $40.
You guys get around here, sail past the last island of Solnar. Like, do you guys want to like investigate this? Do you guys want to like pull into this island's port and see what the fuck's going on here? Or just sail on by. It's the like single
Actually,
lighthouse.
I was gonna say yes, just to stop in.
Yeah, have a good place to sleep. Out
If
on the
they
boat.
need supplies, see if they need any supplies or anything. Or see how they're doing.
Pull in. It's like literally a classic Caribbean fort where the fort takes up the majority of the island. It's not a very big island. There's a lighthouse at the top that's constantly burning. It's like manned by a skeleton crew. These are some of the least military Solnar soldiers you've ever seen. Like, they've got full beards. A lot of them aren't really in uniform. Most of them just seem to be like hanging out, playing like gambling games, and like they give you looks as you pull into the dock. Nobody comes out and greets you. Like, there's no delegation that shows up. What else is here? It's really sunny. It's like really tropical. The climate here is really nice. It's really warm. So everybody's like, you know, they're not wearing their armor because it's super warm. All of you are kind of sweating. If you're in your
Armor to swim trunks.
Gotcha.
Wish I could sweat.
So you guys pull up. Like, there's a functional dock. There's a couple skiffs, and then there's one like skimmer that could probably hold like 3 or 4 people. That Clarny, our resident shipwright and expert at ships, could tell you that ship could make it to Solnar within a day.
Fast ship.
That's really fucking impressive.
The sails are enchanted. It's like the ship from that Link sails in Wind Waker.
Hell yeah.
When you get the special sails.
I love that.
Uh,
They always have the motor buff.
Hello, guards. I've come all the way from Sonar to teach you a new language.
Several of them spit their tobacco and sugar cane leaves, the like spit residue from that. All of these guys like have scurvy. They just have scurvy.
Scurving.
Actively scurving.
They're actively scurvy.
Do berries not have vitamin C in them?
Do what?
Do good berries have vitamin C?
No, they just.
I would say yes, because they it says that they have complete nutritional
Oh,
supplement. It meets the nutritional requirements for.
Just eat a good berry.
That's pretty. Yeah,
do you want to
that'll
give
work.
them some? Here, I give Eddie 30 good berries.
Here's 30 good berries. Spread them out.
Make people.
A single. So like, the example I have of this is like a British outpost in the Caribbean that's largely manned by undesirables, but there is the like lieutenant that runs this place, the captain that runs this place, comes walking down with his brown noser, like personal aide in full uniform, white powdered wig on, marches down and approaches you. Welcome to the outskirts of Solnar. How may I help you? I believe your curiosity, your tales have even made it this far out of the aristocracy.
Well, we were sailing by and figured we'd at least stop in and pay our respects.
Oh, respects, you won't find much of that here from these scallywags. My name is Reginald von Musel. That's it. I panicked. I panicked.
Reginald von Musel. I'm writing that one down.
Reginald von Muscle.
Reginald von Muscle. Von Musel.
You must have heard the legend of the bird here to teach all those who are worthy the lost language of birds.
The lost language of birds, you say?
Yes.
Oh, well. You will find not many a learned man here. Not many men here know their letters. Most, in fact, fear the written language.
Well, what a perfect opportunity for them to learn a language very quickly and painlessly. Hello?
A flash mob appears, and all of them start dancing to September.
Hey. Boo-doo, bad dude.
Right. Sure, Eddie, you teach all of the scallywags bird. I'm not going to fight you on it.
Yes.
Now they can
Excellent.
read and write in a language that nobody uses.
Nobody uses. I think it might be the second most common language. So
Is there written version of bird, Sean? I didn't even think about that.
I think you've heard of it. It's called chicken scratch.
Oh my god.
You walked right into that one.
Yeah,
It's
I
mastered
did.
by doctors all over
I'm
the
giving
world.
myself
Yeah, you get
inspiration for
inspiration,
that
Sean.
one.
Yeah.
You get inspiration.
It's an art form mastered by doctors all over the world.
Every word looks like a metal band logo.
Right. No, like Reginald tells you, like, if you can just get back word to Solnar that, we're holding down the fort here, and if you can put a good word in for a promotion from me, I would love to get the hell out of this place. But this place is wonderful for the outcasts of the army. But, like,
Of course.
you guys aren't, like, narcs. So, like, you look around, Craig, it's very obvious to you that, like, this is a black market hub.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Good for them.
Cool.
These
I'd like to
guys
say the
are
same.
just next to these guys are known as privateers. I've just been teaching my 8th graders about privateers, and my explanation is like, they're pirates, but they work for us, so.
They're pirates that are semi-sanctioned by very
By some kind of government, yeah.
They're gonna loot, pillage, and steal anyways. They might as well do it to my enemies.
I might as well make
Captain.
a profit.
Well, we were sailing east to the 3 islands off the coast there. Wondering if you've heard of any issues with the sea peoples.
Ah, yes. The Merfolk. We have not had much to do with them, and the last skirmish with them was probably about 13 years ago. It was bloody on both sides, and we haven't heard hide nor tail of them since.
Hadn't heard of this skirmish.
Small one, they attempted to take this island itself, claimed it as one of their water territories, but we push those scallywags back into the ocean?
No. I'll keep that in mind then. As we'll be cautious as we sail. Interesting.
It tracks the last time you had a run-in with the Merfolk, or any signs of the Merfolk. They had cleansed an island of all its humanoid inhabitants.
Yep. If I remember correctly, that was the one of the 3 islands. That was the one of them.
Yeah, it was that one.
Yeah, that's the one where we got the
Big birds.
yeah. All right. Well, I will go ahead and make like small talk with the captain, but commenting on the weather, whether it looks like it's be good sailing or not.
I mean, yeah, he tells you, you know, our astrologists say that there should be clear weather for the next, like, 2 or 3 days. I'm unclear. There are signs of a squall heading this way, but, you know, only the gods know what truly is ahead for us. Type beat. He does very kindly but forcefully inquire about if you are staying the evening or continuing to set sail before the sun sets.
I know. Look at the others.
That's something. No.
I don't think we have true business here.
No, I was gonna see you deal with pirates. It seems. Do you have any enchanted bullets?
No enchanted bullets, but plenty of gunpowder and balls.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, enchanted. There really isn't. Probably the only place you could find enchanted bullets is the Sanctuary of the Black Spot.
Yeah.
Or a dwarven stronghold in the other continent.
That's fair. It was worth an ask.
There is a dwarven stronghold in the mountains north of the Empire, in case you cared.
Okay.
The northern border of the Empire is a mountain range that holds a dwarven holdfast deep within, you know, like super classic dwarf kingdom type.
I wonder how they feel about the Empire.
Not great.
Maybe we ought to visit them.
Not great. They don't like it.
Yeah, sounds like a friendly visit.
Those guys don't like one another. It's very much one of those. William hasn't bothered to send an army of undead into the mountains, and the dwarves keep digging deeper. Right. Another day passes. I set sail. Sail out past. Now, here's the thing. You think somewhere in this bay is a city, essentially. A merfolk city. What do you want to do? The storm kind of does this.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys want to do about this?
We have a sense that I guess we need to go in through through water into storm, don't we? We can't go over land.
I think it's finally time we use that pocket boat of yours, bastard.
Hey, Sean.
Huh.
On that island that we stayed at, first of all, that first island, was there any place like a cove that we could pull the boat into where we basically beaching?
Yeah, I'm not gonna make this too much of a hassle. I just want to know where you want to put your boat.
I think the far island, but that's just above the table because it's closer.
Yeah, this is a long.
Yeah.
This is like if you beach here and walk island to island, it's gonna take you another 4 days to make it to the.
Well, we have another boat.
Well, no, what I was checking was that place has that island had places that we could basically pull the boat up.
Yeah, you can pull it up,
like little streams or someplace, get it into shallow water.
Yeah.
So it's reasonable to assume that the other islands do as well. So we're going to go for that the right island. And what I'm looking for is basically like the mouth of a stream.
Yeah.
And pull it in as deep as far as we can. I'm thinking leave the boat with the golem. And the golem's orders to protect the boat from anyone who is not currently here.
Gotcha.
Unless one of us until one of us returns.
Easily done. There's definitely like a brackish river entrance of like a freshwater stream that like empties into the ocean that you pull the boat up into quite a ways. So like the boat is now like the back half is like on a beach a little bit, and the front half is in the river of the forest. And you guys all head off from the boat. I think we're gonna take a break here.
Perfect.
And then we'll do another sort of vignette for the rest of the game.
Awesome.
The big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Right, who's casting water walking on the gang?
Not me.
Someone who can.
Yeah, I can.
Eddie doesn't need it.
Wait, we have a boat.
Or you can
Yeah,
take your boat.
Or we have my porta boat.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, porta boat it is.
Yeah. So I was gonna say water walk only it lasts for an hour.
Oh, I thought it was an 8-hour spell.
No, it's only 1 hour.
It's my bad.
Water
That's my
breathing is 24 hours, though.
Anybody want to cast that on the gang?
That might be a good idea.
I don't think I did that.
Do water
Sure you do.
breathing sink to the bottom of the ocean and just walk on the seafloor?
Yeah,
Right.
do that scene from Curse of the Black Pearl.
Why did that day just blow up? What's going on? Need some weights on it or something.
Was in Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in time. He came here to take an
Oh, no. I
I don't
can
get
do
water
it. I
Water
can do
breathing.
it. Can I switch my prep for that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red.
Okay. So yeah, I will do that. Water breathing on everybody. I think it's 8 creatures or 10. 10. So I'll go ahead and do everybody on the boat. I think there's 10 of us.
21 would be the Ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on
Found the
his
gif I
hip.
wanted.
Nope, that didn't work.
So quickly it was time for them to meet.
Song I tried to put in did not work.
Did it put a different one in?
Yeah, very different. I
Wanda
was trying to do
Jackson?
I was trying to do
Wanda
Harrington's favorite remix of this, like the rock remix.
My big
And
I'm
it did that.
so excited. We'll never make it to that, sadly.
We will too, man. We I think we will.
I wish, but it's like a YouTube thing, so it's definitely not on there.
um,
The Ranger is still talked about today.
okay.
Texas Red is not cleared letter for the Bay. And the Ranger
So the boat vibing. Why
big
did I
iron
erase
on
the
his hip.
line?
It was over in a moment and
Right. So you take the boat.
there before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground.
Into the bay, into the harbor. The winds, the sky has darkened above you all. The storm rages ahead of you. The waves are sort of rocking your longboat as you push forward on the oars. What do you all want to do?
I'm gonna stand at the front and make sure we're not hitting anything. Try to keep
Okay.
us on track.
Okay, so you're gonna sail into the storm.
I'm looking back. See if that's the plan. I don't know.
I probably would suggest landing on the eastern side of the bay.
So, here's the thing. Sheer cliffs. It's a protected bay. There's a city in here somewhere. There's a reason that it's in here.
As you go into the storm, worst comes to worst, Eddie will get out and pull. Let's do it. Let's just go.
Fucking, we how often have we used this boat? It's not like we're worried if we lose it, right?
I've never used it.
Exactly.
We're using it now because we've never used it.
Hey, we sail into the storm. Everybody make me dexterity and or strength saves, depending on what they want to do. Just kidding, it has to be strength saves.
Oh, sweet.
Can I give
Oh.
somebody?
Just kidding.
Can I give somebody resistance?
Why?
I mean, that's just, it's a spell, right? It's a cantrip that gives you a d4 to your saving throw.
Oh, resistance, sure.
Okay, I'll give it to the weakest amongst us. think it's Joa.
Yeah, I have a -1.
22. Eddie's a strong lad.
19.
Am I doing this right? Hold on. 21. 21, yes. That sounds right.
I got a 23.
Not bad, 16.
So I would say that everyone but Starboy
Huh.
is not. I mean, a lot of you would have passed this anyways. What's it? Not incapacitated. So only Starboy becomes incapacitated.
Like he hits his head on the boat or something.
No,
Oh.
no. There's about to be a thing that happens.
There's a thing.
So you guys have sailed pretty far into the storm. It does suck. I'm just not going to try and keep level 16 people from falling out of a boat. You know?
Uh-huh.
You're all going to
Sure.
stay in the boat no matter how much I shake it. There's a few moments of like, slipping and sliding around. Somebody grabs, the rails. Somebody like has to grab somebody by the back of their shirt so they don't fly away. At one point, Eddie's flown off, but his bird Echo grabs his hand before he flies away. But as you guys make it about, into why? Who put this here? This is
Yeah,
so depressing.
I saw that in the lineup. I'm like, wait, who? Why? Dear God, why?
This is the wrong vibe for right now.
I mean, the deck is wet and slick.
We are a wet ass party right now, so
It's the wet ass party.
There you go. Sorry.
Was
funny
that
as
you,
fuck,
buddy?
Yeah. I was just waiting for a WAP this whole time. Like, all right, it's gonna hit at the right moment, and it did. We're going into the storm.
It hit.
We're going into the storm, and it was
Wet
just
ass
enough.
party.
I stopped to like think for just long enough where I was like, huh?
Wait a minute.
Wait a damn minute. I am also kind of done with much of the sand.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is better. This is more the vibe that I needed after this Woodsy. Right. So, Starboy's incapacitated as a giant bubble appears around your boat. And it is dragged beneath the surface in the bubble. You're still conscious. You're still able to perceive, but you are incapacitated. Which I would... Everybody is also drowning right now, but that's a concern based on your Constitution modifier.
But I
Except
cast
if
water
you're
breathing
petty.
on us.
Oh,
right?
you casted water breathing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I was like, wait a minute.
Nope.
You're in super water.
Nobody's drowning. As about... It's the scene from Lord of the Rings when the Rohirrim roll up around the three.
Fair.
Yep.
So imagine that many seahorse cavalry. It's not, you didn't get like the epic sound of horse hooves running around you because they were underwater on
Right.
seahorse cavalry.
Just bubbling noises, aggressive bubbling noises.
Aggressive bubbling noises. A single, like armored in like crab shell, like enchanted crab shell armor, pulls off a helmet with like a plume, like a fish plume that's waving. It's sort of like Stegosaurus fin helmet in the waves of the water, and he takes his helmet off. And does anybody speak Aqua?
Let's see. I think
Primordial kind of works.
I speak Primordial.
Okay. This is Portuguese and Spanish.
I also know Druidic, right?
No, that one
Okay.
doesn't help.
Nope. Celestial, Eric Cochran, Common, Dwarvish, Elvish.
Eddie makes a big appeal. He goes out. He's speaking to the. He's okay. How's he doing it? He's got his Ekodi there, and he's saying some words. The Ekodi does like the shrug, like I don't get it, and then Eddie like shows like some bird magic, and then he says some words, and then the Ekodi's like, oh yeah. And then Eddie turns to the guy and he gives him like the like, yeah, come on, yeah. Is this persuasive at all? Am I getting any good vibes back?
So before Eddie walked out, you began to hear, in the name of the aquatic king, what the fuck? No. In fact, he like knocks off the peace knot of his sword as you begin to do magic. And a lot of the cavalry sort of like you hear the shing 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 through the water of weapons being drawn.
Same.
I would probably say actually a sword is being pointed at your throat as you hear more and then Craig and conversion here.
Oh, I'm not me.
Oh, no, I thought you had primordial.
Nope.
I do.
I was just saying that you want primordial.
So Craig.
Mhm.
So just Craig hears what kind of spell are you trying to cast on me, sorcerer?
I say stop.
You know what?
When I-
like, I'm actually, you know what? That's what the Sagan spoke. It's the same language. These guys are also going.
When I see them like grabbing their swords and stuff, I'm gonna step forward and put my hand on Eddie's shoulder and like put a grip on his shoulder and kind of pull him back.
Sure, Eddie will take a step back.
The sword turns from like the large imposing figure that seems to be like the military leader here.
How many men are around us?
More than you can count,
Gotcha.
because they disappear into the depths.
Uh-huh.
It's literally the like rows and rows of cavalry that are surrounding
Yeah, I was
your
just
bubble.
making sure I was picturing it right. Okay.
Yeah.
I try to talk to him.
Okay. He would.
Stop. We're here to talk.
You are trespassing in these waters. He didn't fuck
Yeah,
that
he
up.
didn't
I
fuck
fucked-
that up. Yeah,
He
you're
didn't
fine.
fuck that up. I fucked.
Land waters.
You are trespassing in our sacred waters. Leave or be taken before the queen.
Yes.
Take us before the queen.
The ranks close in, all of the spears close in, the bubble sort of like shrinks around you all. All of you have water breathing. The bubble now is breathable air. Not that it fucking matters
Still
to
works
you.
for us at least.
And you guys
I
are
don't know what's gonna.
like escorted through the depths of the ocean. You see like large seaweed trees waving in the air, waving in the water. As you approach deeper and deeper, this bay is so deep. You go down and down and down until like the water around you when you were having this conversation was like, darkish but still light blue. You've now descended so far that the sun has never reached this deep into the waters. It is pitch black all around you. Do any of you guys turn on any lights?
Hey guys, little help.
Are you?
He's still incapacitated.
Yeah.
You're still incapacitated.
You be all right, buddy.
You're just kind of floating there.
Dark vision wouldn't help. Yeah.
It would, yeah.
It would?
Yeah, dark vision works. It's
Yeah.
the same.
I mean,
Actually, Sean, I'll check Narvos, Starboy, and check to see what's still holding him.
It's just the bubble. The bubble's holding him. As long as the bubble.
Okay, so he's like stuck in the bubble. Okay.
Yeah. His my thoughts essentially for the bubble is it's a ritual or something that these guys do to try and catch land dwellers, and it's just literally supposed to like turn their brains off so that they can drag them down. But all of you are level 16 and it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna say out loud, I'm going to give my eyes the ability to see. It'll be all right, and I cast dark vision on myself.
The guy rides back on his seahorse and goes, "Don't do that again."
Okay.
I have a spell that can make us all see.
He doesn't understand you.
What are you talking about? Like
I
daylight?
say it under my breath. I just say it under my breath.
And he tries to convince the seahorse to be nice.
Because you can talk to animals.
I'm like, look, we just want to be friendly here. We aren't looking to cause any trouble. Can you try and convey that to your friend?
Does your thing say that you that the animals can talk back, or just that you can talk to animals?
You can use speak with animals at will without expending a spell slot.
Oh,
So
Sean,
you've casted a spell. You casted another spell just now.
That's gonna go over.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works.
We will not do that.
Okay.
I will say though,
That is-
his parrot was one of my water breathing targets.
Okay. Cool. So there's a bird underwater right now.
So we just have a dead bird floating with us.
Panicking, just like doing cartwheels in the little bubble, absolutely not understanding what the fuck's going on.
Did you end up going back to the chain?
No, he's back to
No. Actually,
back to the bird. No,
back to the bird. No,
yeah, he's back to the bird. Don't tell them anything else.
Gotcha.
Back to the bird. Right. As you guys head deep, a single pinpoint of light appears, and it grows bigger, until eventually you see, way down in the distance, a city glowing in bioluminescence, growing larger and larger. Outposts and sentry towers manned and kept ready. You see these like rune enchanted, like golden metal wrought artillery pieces swing on the top of the towers and point towards your approaching cavalry. The seahorses sort of like, I know it's underwater, but it's cool when like the seahorse cavalry goes down like towards like the bottom and kicks up all of the sea dirt. And so they're gonna like ride through the streets of the city, kicking up the dirt until they reach like the cobblestone. This is Atlantis. It's like, think ancient Greek Roman architecture. Cobblestone streets, those types of houses, and like ancient cities. Merfolk begin to like come out and look at the approaching cavalry. Some throw like shells out in like cheers as all of the seahorses return and gallop, I guess, through the city. Two things of note that I will point out to Craig, I guess, because with his stupid passive perception. As you approach, there is a massive Colosseum structure on the eastern side of the city, like northeastern side of the city. And up on a like oceanic volcano mountain is a massive palace. The city is surrounding this dead volcano mountain. It doesn't seem to be active. The top of the mountain the palace sits about like halfway up the mountain, and then the mountain seems to just continue to rise above this palace for a long ways. And you're all being like brought up.
I will say,
towards-
while we're on this journey here, I will start talking to the party in common and say, like, what's our approach here? If I have to talk to them, then what do you need me to say?
Where are we going and what are we doing? And no, you will not talk about teaching them a language.
Come on, it's always worked. It's never not worked. Never non-got. Remember when we taught all those mushroom people Eric Cochran and they were like super chill?
That won't have
I'm
any
sure-
ramifications in the future.
I'm sure it will go. It'll be great. Literally everyone enjoys learning Eric Cochran. There's not a single person who's been like, I regret learning Eric Cochran. Never, not once. We teach them Eric Cochran. They give us the orb. That's the deal. They'll love it.
Don't think they're gonna take that deal.
It's not going to happen.
Do we challenge their highest?
Challenge from one-on-one combat.
Yeah,
with the orb.
challenge one-on-one combat with somebody.
Ooh,
Or, you know?
Learn Eric
I'll
Cochran.
kill one of you. Do it.
I was going to say, I don't think that that's necessarily how we approach this.
I don't think, yeah, that's.
God yells down from above, "Do it, no balls."
Do what you won't.
Well, what are your thoughts, Cap?
One-on-one
Merchant?
combat's not the way to go. We'll teach them Eric Cochran.
We're just trying to make contact with them and find out if they can have, or if they're willing to have peaceful interactions with surface dwellers. That is what we're trying
Surface
to
dwellers in general, not Solnar. We're not mentioning them. Yeah.
No, I mean, we if they ask, we were visiting Solar, but
Gotcha.
we are not coming.
Right.
We are not coming on behalf of Solar.
All right. Let's see how it goes. Dip, 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 dip.
The flash mob reappears.
It's crabs.
Yeah, it's the crabs. Yeah.
Just crabs and gurgling noises when they sing.
One-on-one combat would be the.
That.
One of you needs to declare a trial by combat.
If we did that, who
Right.
would even be the person that needs to fight?
Yeah.
Only Eddie.
You'd have. I'd either say Eddie, or you
Barney?
declare Tim Toothy your
Right,
champion.
yeah.
Be like, you gotta go get Tim. We'll wait. We'll wait in your cells. Go get us Tim the Tooth. Because that's just the correct answer.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Right, one second. Let me finish eating this cookie.
Let me finish cooking this Edie. That's a
Right.
new Pokemon. They're delicious.
They made a new Diglett. It's weird and long and white and a
Oh,
water type.
I gotta Google that.
Ah.
It's called Wiglet.
Wiglet?
Wiglet.
Is the new game out?
Don't know. Wiglet. He's upsetting.
Wiglet is
they're running
evidence
out
of
of ideas.
crab-like Pokemon evolution, says Faith.
There he is for all of you who didn't want to Google it. Right. So the cavalry sort of like breaks off, and you are just sort of escorted in by a dozen men who, at the gates of the palace, everybody gets off of their seahorses and hands it off to attendants. And they sort of like swim you into the palace, which is once again like classic Roman architecture, massive like marbled pillars aged with time, into a massive throne room that's the throne is raised on a dais and looks like it's made for a god, made for a huge giant creature, swimming down to meet the muscled crab armored man that had been like the military leader. She swims forward and kisses each of his cheeks. An aged mermaid, probably in her the twilight of her years. Unclear how long the merfolk live. Craig, with your stupid perceptions, you hear my son, you returned. Who are these people? What do they want with us? We've had too many visitors recently. You hear in response, they wished an audience with you, my mother. They are very powerful. We only managed to knock out one of them with the charms that you had made with our new friend. The woman comes around and swims forward, and she begins to cast a spell. She casts tongues on herself. And you notice, so here's the thing with this woman. She is wearing just a white gown. She doesn't have much jewelry on her except two pieces of jewelry. One is this massive shelled prayer bead that hangs around her neck. And as she casts tongues, she ran her fingers through it. She cast the spell through this necklace. The other is her crown that sits on her brow. And it is one of those classic spiked crowns that goes around the head, and each spike is crested with a different gemstone. And then the one that sits right on the front is a fist-sized bluish sphere that is super familiar for all of you as an arcane orb of power. It is literally, their orb is literally put into their raiments of kingship, raiments of rule.
Oof. So she casts tongues.
She casted tongues.
I'll pat Jack on the back and tell him to take it. Go on.
Oh, yeah. That's right, I'm here.
Again.
You act like an absolute lunatic, and we'll save her from you, and that should reward us with the orb. Okay? Resurrect you afterwards, we'll be fine.
Fuck, I've been brought back into existence. Thanks.
I was mostly joking, Jack, but I'm glad you're here.
Right. She reaches forward and goes, I welcome you into my kingdom, but I wish you had stayed away like the rest of your kind has learned to in the past generations of your short-lived lives. What do you want with us? If your answers are not satisfactory, I will send you to the pit.
Well, we came to Your Majesty. Conversion will bow respectfully to her as she is the queen of this civilization. We came to make peace with your people. We understand that tensions have been high between your people and others of the surface.
time immemorial, this is how it's been. As she's saying this, another figure is swimming into the room. 2 figures, actually. And Craig, I wish you didn't build your character this way sometimes, because it would be more fun if you didn't. But,
Hey, you know, you're free to say these people are crazy good at their stuff, because my passive's only 32, right? So if they can roll really good, then it's all right.
No, they're not trying to hide. Like, nobody's trying to hide or get you. It's just a reveal.
Yeah.
But just Craig sees 2 figures that you instantly recognize. A old, slick-haired, that's like gone thin, and he's beginning to bald. Very like Benjamin Franklin hair, but even older. In a sickly green robe and like super thin skeletal hands, swimming towards the queen from behind, like from a side corridor. Definitely somebody who like was in the palace. And swimming behind, this is a human, by the way, and swimming behind thick, huge, a large creature of pinkish purple skin stitched together, wearing nothing but a loincloth and having a massive great club made of like whitened bone on his back, and right in the center of its burly chest there's no neck, no head, just a fishbowl with a floating eye. Swimming towards the queen, this figure leans in and whispers, like cuffs his hands so that, like, you know, classic advisor type beat.
Fuck.
No, I'm just gonna say you can't. Yeah, you don't hear him.
No.
And he covered his hands so that you couldn't lip read him. And the queen's eyes furrow, and her eyes snap towards you, Craig. And like she begins to swim away. She like breaks the conversation instantly and begins to swim away. What do you guys do in that moment?
I have a question.
Yep.
The one she embraced and called son.
Mm-hmm.
How does his reaction to these 2 coming in?
He's got a classic. If you do a quick look, you've also got really decent passive reception. He doesn't like these 2. He like instantly sort of like sneers as they enter.
Okay.
Sorry.
Aren't those 2 that have been infiltrating courts and taking advantage of widowed queens? Aren't those the 2 we've heard about? He says that really loudly.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Fidith.
Roll a deception check, I guess. Counterspell.
Fuck.
Welcome to the war with the wizards.
19.
As you cast a spell, like the spears come down. The ringing voice of the queen.
Sean,
Yeah.
anti-magic field.
You're gonna drop an anti-magic field?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. Will it affect her?
If she's under any magical effect, yes.
She's under tongues. She started to swim away. I'm just curious, how big's the anti-magic field?
It's a 10-foot radius.
She's out of you.
Yeah, I didn't think she was that close.
She began to swim away after Fidith whispered in her ear. Gods, seize these assassins. They're traitors from the Empire. Bring them to the pit.
Kill the
They
lich.
will suffer the consequences.
We mean no
and the
harm to
wrath
your
of the
people.
elementals. Yeah.
Kill the lich.
Right.
And
That's where we'll end the game today.
Mhm.
And like essentially with the 2 options of, you can either fight in the Colosseum. That's either the game, or you fight right now.
Yeah.
we're fighting right now.
Yeah.
I have said kill the lich.
Kill the lich. If we can take Fidith out before the war, God, that would be so good. So yeah.
Wow.
Am I still incapacitated?
No, I'll let you.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
I'll say.
You're
I'll
on a
say
fight.
when like the conversation started with the queen, that ended when like
Okay.
she started talking and was trying to do like niceties, and then Philip came and whispered something in her. This is 100% like I kind of showed my hand a little with the Lord of the Rings reference.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is Grima.
No.
This is Grima.
Yeah.
That was hilarious, dude.
I'm
He
just
just
gonna
came
be.
up like, those are my mortal enemies, actually. So you could probably just.
You see that
That's
fucking undead
perfectly
guy?
okay.
That's the giveaway.
Yeah. Speaking of the undead guy, Yeah.
All right. So next week,
I'm all set for next week. Yes.
cool beans.
We're all fighting, and I'm just like starfish floating behind all of us.
No, that's how we keep you alive, so that when we make the next party and they're all like prisoners in the cells of this kingdom,
Right.
we have the through point.
Yeah, there we go.
The through point. The new captain of the Underarm.
Woo! Promotion.
Oh man.
Okay.